When someone never leaves your heart, even when there's no message, no call, no sign of life from them, it's one of life's quietest mysteries and one of the most profound. Weeks, months, even years may pass. You may never see them again. You may not know a single detail of their life, yet somehow they remain, etched into the very fibers of your being, alive in every quiet corner of your mind. Every song, every scent, every street that whispers their name carries them back to you. Their presence doesn't scream. It hums. It lingers. It is invisible, yet undeniable. This is not ordinary. Not everyone leaves a mark on your soul. Most people drift in and out like clouds, gentle, pleasant, temporary. But some souls, rare, luminous, unforgettable, stay. Even silence cannot erase them. When you find yourself thinking of someone long after the last word was spoken, long after the last meeting, it's proof of a bond that wasn't casual. It wasn't shallow. It was something that carved itself into your essence, something that tied itself to the very core of who you are. Out of the thousands of faces you've known, one remains, not because they were the loudest presence, but because their energy intertwined with yours in ways no one else could. Often the reason they remain is unfinished emotion, love unspoken, forgiveness withheld, closure never reached. Human minds crave completion, but the heart rebels when it's denied. Memories replay, endlessly trying to fill the gap. That single thought that suddenly brings a tear, or a smile, or both. That is the echo of what was left undone. The story is alive, quietly thriving in the invisible chambers of your mind. And sometimes it's not about unfinished business at all. Sometimes it's about transformation. Some people shape us so profoundly that they become a part of who we are. They show us what love can feel like. They break us, and in that breaking, teach resilience. They offer kindness when the world is cold. They believe in us when we no longer believe in ourselves. Their impact is not fleeting. It becomes part of your identity. Even in absence, they live within you. Every choice, every emotion, every lesson in love carries their imprint. Your mind may insist they are gone. Logic tells you, move on, forget. Life goes on. But the heart is ungovernable. How can it erase someone who stirred it so deeply, so permanently? This is not weakness. It is proof of the depth of your emotions, proof that you are capable of love so fierce, so enduring, that distance and silence cannot diminish it. There are those who call it a soul connection, a thread invisible but unbreakable. Psychology may term it emotional imprinting. Philosophy may call it eternal resonance. Whatever you name it, the meaning is clear. Energy flows between some souls in ways unseen. Sometimes you think of them, and later, by coincidence, or perhaps by connection, they appear in your life in ways that defy explanation. The universe sometimes whispers in subtle synchrony, reminding you that some bonds transcend words, time, and presence. And perhaps most astonishingly, love does not demand presence. The world tells us love must be spoken, expressed, possessed. But true love often defies all these conditions. It thrives in silence, in absence, in memories. Some of the most profound loves are never voiced, never fulfilled, yet they endure forever. They do not require proximity. They need only the willingness of the heart to remember. Yet there is another truth here. If someone never leaves your mind, it may also be a call to heal. Sometimes it's not attachment to them, but to the wound they left behind. The mind replays them endlessly, seeking resolution, craving peace. And peace cannot be forced by repetition. It comes only through understanding, acceptance, and the willingness to let go. The universe often uses this quiet persistence to remind you it is time to heal, it is time to learn, it is time to let the heart rest. Memories are immortal. Those who touched you deeply, who shaped your world, remain forever. A song, a smell, a fleeting glance can revive decades in a heartbeat. This does not always mean reunion. It does not always mean they think of you too, but it does mean you dared to love fully, boldly, without guarantee or possession. And that is a power no one can take away. Even as life moves forward, you carry them. Their laughter echoes in your joy. Their lessons shape your decisions. Their love informs the way you hope, the way you fear, the way you dream. They are part of your story, and your story moves inexorably forward, carrying the imprint of their soul along with yours. At the core, this is what makes us human. To feel love without possession, to remember without presence, to care without words, to carry someone across time, distance, and silence, and still choose to move forward. That enduring presence is not a burden, it is a testament to the rare capacity of the human heart to love fiercely, silently, and unconditionally. So the next time you find yourself thinking of that person, do not resist. Do not chastise yourself for it. Let the memory wash over you. Smile. Whisper silently. They are part of me now. And that, in itself, is enough. This is the beauty of being human. To carry love beyond absence, beyond time, beyond words. To live with a heart that remembers, that feels, that holds, and that sparkles in quiet, luminous reverence. To be capable of such depth is rare, and to recognize it is powerful. Some love stories are written not in words, but in the quiet, unyielding heartbeat of memory. And perhaps, just perhaps, that is the greatest proof of all, that you loved, that you feel, that you are alive, fully and beautifully human. To carry someone in your heart without need, without expectation, is not weakness. It is a blessing. It is a quiet triumph of the soul. It is the echo of love that time cannot erase and absence cannot diminish. When the heart remembers in silence, when it holds beyond presence, when it loves without possession, you have glimpsed something eternal, something that defies logic, defies measurement, defies the ordinary. It is rare. It is precious. It is the proof that the human heart is capable of a love that does not fade. Welcome to the truth of your own soul, a soul that loves beyond limits, that remembers without restraint, that shines quietly, fiercely, eternally. You are human, beautifully, wondrously human.